Rice. Rice, he's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete. Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
Used to be on the right.
Honkers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick. Heenick with a load of steam, and he bowls over.
One as Blake Burnstrom looks to go. Blake Burnstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Lusitania Berthold Bombers are headed to the state.
Corner, 3 seconds, Simiano. No. Put back, no. The Kenmare Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended.
Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by RTC Networks, Hagen Equipment Incorporated, First International Bank and Trust, Nodak Insurance Company, Eric Mogan, Johnson and Sundin, Attorneys at Law, Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial, Farmers Union Oil of Watford City, Patriot Fuels LLC, Mackenzie County Heritage Park and Museum, Cornerstone Bank, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Northern States Fishing Tools, WCAG Church, Doug Rolfson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Wolfpack Booster Club, NCC, Dakota Country 96.1 FM.
Hello and welcome to Kenmare, North Dakota, an absolutely picture-perfect night for football, and we are happy to have an outstanding Region 3 9-man matchup for you tonight on Game Day Media as the Alexander Comets have traveled north and east to take on the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. My name is Titus Stenberg. I'm joined tonight alongside by Randy Peterson, and we are looking forward to this matchup. It's a rematch of a playoff game from last year, and that one was a barn burner down in Alexander. The Comets got the win 44-36. Kenmare Bowbells looking for a little bit of regular season revenge here tonight.
Yeah, and both of these teams are psyched up and ready to play on this beautiful field up here at Honker Nation. The Honkers wearing their black uniforms with gold helmets. The Comets coming out with their white uniforms and white helmets this evening. Kind of just the opposite of what it was last year down in Alexander in that playoff game. But boy, what a game we had last year. We're expecting nothing less of a game here this afternoon as the Comets look to continue their winning ways, having taken down Lewis and Clark Berthold last week 43-20. And then it was the Honkers going up to West Hope to play the West Hope Newburgh Glenburn Sioux. Come away on a shortfall by a score of 42-22, but they played very well for the first part of the game, and I think Coach Mike Fraunfelter was happy with the way they played. Always tough to take a loss, but he was happy with the way they played against perennial power, the West Hope Newburgh Glenburn Sioux, Titus.
Yep, and the more things change, the more they stay the same when it looks at West Hope Newburgh Glenburn. We didn't know exactly what to expect from them, losing a generational talent, really, when you look at Walker Broughton, but it seems like they have picked up right where they've left off. So you are joining us for our Hagen Equipment pregame show. We want to thank Hagen Equipment and all of our sponsors for joining us here this year on Game Day Media. Hagen Equipment is your source for Case IH, Bobcat, and many more lines of equipment in Watford City. We've got an exciting Hagen Equipment pregame show lined up for you here tonight, as looks like Kenmare Bowbells has just concluded some of their warm-ups. Alexander still going at it here as they take this field for their first road game of the year. We mentioned it a little bit last week, but it's worth mentioning again. Every game this year counts for region standings. There is no warm-up game. There's no non-conference game. These teams jumped right into the fire last week.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, Alexander got a win. Kenmare Bowbells suffered a loss. Kenmare Bowbells would love to get their record even back up at 500 with a win here tonight. And, boy, if Alexander can pick up a win, you're looking at 2-0 against two of the better teams from Region 3. So a really important early season game here this evening.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it's hard to think that a game this early in the season is going to mean so much later on into the postseason, but definitely that flavor is here tonight in this game between the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers and the Alexander Comets.
And we'll do our best to keep you up to date on the other action from Region 3 and across the state. And also you can watch our ticker there at the bottom of your screen from the ND Score Feed app. That'll have some good scores updated there for you. Thanks for joining us. You're watching the Hagen Equipment pregame show live from Kenmare, and we'll be back with more after this timeout.
This is life. This ain't no ordinary. This ain't no ordinary life. This ain't no ordinary. This ain't no ordinary life.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected
to your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealer. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment, work ready, field proven.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Welcome back to your Hagen Equipment pregame show from Kenmare. My name is Titus Stenberg. We've got Randy Peterson down on the field for our coaches' comments, brought to you by Watford City Farmers Union. Randy, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Titus. And Trey Jacobson, the head coach for the Alexander Comets, has given us a little bit of time here. Congratulations on the big win against the Longhorns a week ago down on your home field.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and so you showed a lot of I thought you showed a lot of poise. I think you played very well offensively, played some pretty good defense against the Longhorns. And, you know a little bit about this Honker team from a year ago. I mean, both teams are different, but kind of good programs kind of keep their same type of thing. What do you think is going to take to put a win in this early preseason game?
Well, we're just going to have to play good team football. Defensively, I know they like to throw it around. They got good size up front, so they're not scared to run it either. So it's just playing sound on that side of the ball. Just responsibilities need to be in check. And offensively, it's just to kind of expand what we went off last week. I mean, we kept it pretty simple last week, but we got a young team, young linemen, so that we'll see. They got a game under their belt, and we'll see what happens.
Well, you got a good thing going down there in Alexander, Coach. I've been really impressed with the program since you've taken over the program, and good teams seem to breed success, and year after year you're always competitive, and that's what a coach likes to see, right?
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah, when these guys were little kids, I mean, or younger, the senior class a couple of years ago kind of paved the way, and I said, now it's your guys' job just to keep the grader going. Like it. And we got elementary kids down the line that are really bought in, and it's because of guys like these.
Well, we'll let you get back, Coach. Thanks a lot. We'll maybe see you down the road here. That's Trey Jacobson, of the head coach for the Alexander Comets. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll head over to the other side of the field and catch up with head coach Mike Fraunfelter of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers after this timeout.
Welcome back to your Hagen Equipment pregame show. Randy has made the short walk over to the other side of midfield, and he's caught up with Kenmare Bowbells head coach Mike Fraunfelter for some more Watford City Farmers Union coaches' comments.
Thank you, Titus, and head coach Mike Fraunfelter of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers has given us a couple minutes here to talk to us here on our coach's comments. And Coach, last week you come up on the short end against a very good team up there at West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn, but you probably learned a lot about your team last week.
Yeah, we played a really good game. I felt like we controlled the line of scrimmages, but we turned the ball over, and turning the ball over will cost you the game.
You know, last year, postseason, you guys met up with the Comets down in Alexander, and one of the better games that we had all year long on GameDay Media. It was like whoever's going to have the ball last was going to win that game. But, you know, you came away short. But what's it going to take to defeat the Comets here this evening on your home field?
Well, we got to be disciplined. We got to run the ball. We got to stop the run. We watched their film from last week, and they're a heavy run team. Coach Jacobson does a great job of not only preparing these guys, but they're just tough. So we got to match that physicality.
Hey, thanks for the time, Coach. This is Coach Pastor Mike Fraunfelter of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. We'll head back to the studio, and when we come back, we'll have our player profile after this timeout.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries.
But, like, maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand.
But, like, maybe don't?
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank.
But, like, maybe don't?
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top-quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service.
Welcome back to Kenmare, and welcome into your TNT Measurements Spotlight Player. TNT Measurements has been serving and supporting the oil and gas industry for over 25 years, focusing on oil and gas measurement. When you want it measured right, contact TNT Measurements. Player Spotlight for the Alexander Comets this week. We're going to focus on one of the linemen. He's big number 55, Colt champion. And Randy, he was an anchor on both the offensive and defensive lines last week for the Comets. We saw them run behind him a lot. He made some impact plays on defense. Yeah, just a really good overall player, and he will play a big role in the way tonight's game turns out for the Comets.
Every play, we made a comment about it more than one time that Alexander seems to run to the right a lot, and that's because Colt Champions, with his 6'6", 6'7" frame, is blowing open holes for those skill players to be able to go through. And they put up 40 some plus points last week in that win over Berthold. And one of the reasons is that their front line with Colt Champion leading the way was providing a great job on the line of scrimmage last week.
Yeah, no doubt. As Coach Mike Fraunfelter was watching tape, he definitely noticed him, I'm sure. As we switch over to the other side, let's take a look at number 11, Zach Zorn, another junior. Champion for the Comets is a junior, and so is Zach Zorn. This young man threw the ball 36 times last week up in West Hope. He connected on 20 of those passes as we watch him there getting ready. So he was 20 for 36 with 241 yards and 3 touchdowns passing. Pretty impressive stat line for week 1 against what is no doubt a good defense there in West Hope, Newburgh, Glenbert.
Well, one thing you like to see in your quarterback is that he can look over the top of his lineman. And Zach is a fairly taller quarterback, one of the taller ones that we've seen so far in this early part of the season. But, he's accurate. We've just been watching him here warming up. He throws a nice spiral ball, and he's able to be pretty much on target when he gets the ball away. The key will be keeping the protection on to allow him the time to throw the ball.
Yeah, the Alexander defensive line is a talented one, and so that will be key, and we'll see what kind of stat line Mr. Zach Zorn can put up here tonight. So that'll be those a couple of players to watch here. Good rosters on both sides of the football. We've got Zach Zorn getting loose there in the far end zone, and Mr. Champion lining up, getting ready to play some offensive and defensive line on the right side for these Alexander Comets. Thanks for joining us here. You're watching our Hagen Equipment pregame show. Coming up, we'll have your starting lineups and more. We're just a couple of moments away from the opening kickoff tonight of this Region 3 9-man matchup between the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers and the Alexander Comets. We'll be back with more after this quick timeout.
At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected.
To your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
Welcome back to Kenmare. You're watching GameDay Media and your Hagen Equipment pregame show. Let's take a look at the starting lineups that are brought to you by Patriot Fuels, conveniently located on Highway 85 North between Alexander and Watford City for all your fueling needs. We'll start off with the visitors tonight, the Alexander Comets. Same exact starting offense as they had last week in that home game against Lewis and Clark. They'll start with Jacob Novak, who put together a very impressive game, especially on the ground last week. He will get the start at quarterback once again, and he is a senior. In the backfield, another senior, Rope Simonson, will be the starting running back. At the fullback spot will be number 44, the junior Corey Getzloff. At a wide receiver spot, wearing number 5, it'll be Julian Gant. 2 tight ends will start with the senior Jaden Champion wearing number 6 and the junior wearing number 25, Caden Culbertson. And up front, it's a young offensive line, but it's a good one. At the guard spots are sophomore Jude Waltner and junior our player spotlight there. Colt Champion, and snapping the football to Jacob Novak will be the center. He is a sophomore, Dylan Strami, wearing number 77. On the other side, let's meet the Patriot Fuel starting lineup for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. We'll also take a look at their starting offense. We talked about him a lot already, and he is wearing number 11, the junior quarterback, Zach Zorn. In the backfield, it'll be number 5, the senior, Trevor Krecklaw, getting the start. 2 tight ends will be Jacob Zorn. He is a junior, and a senior tight end, number 6, Caleb Fraunfelter. 2 starting wide receivers are number 2, Hank Handeland, and number 12, Trey Edwards. And the offensive line for the Honkers, they'll start with a junior at the center spot, number 61, Tucker Tim. Left guard will be the senior, number 56, Delaney Feldman. And at right guard, Maddox Crest. He is a senior.
And you keep your eye on those 2 guards, Delaney Feldman and Maddox Crest, both seniors on this team. And head coach Mike Fraunfelter had a lot to say about these 2 young men leading the way, controlling the line of scrimmage, as well as playing on the defense side of the ball.
And let's meet the coaching staffs for these 2 teams as well. For Alexander, it's third year head coach Trey Jacobson. He is assisted by Jason Fowler and Brody Newsma. On the other side, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers are coached by head coach Mike Fraunfelter in his 2nd season as head coach. He is assisted by Mike Pugh, Guillermo Santizo, Luke Fraunfelter, and Justin Patterson. The coin toss is happening right now down at midfield, a sun-soaked field up here in Kenmare right now. A little bit of a breeze, but really all that's doing is just cooling things off a little bit. It is absolutely picture-perfect weather. Hope you all have a great Labor Day weekend planned, and we're going to get started the right way here with some 9-man football in northwestern North Dakota. Kenmare, the home team, wearing their home black uniforms tonight. Alexander in their road whites with the gray pants, red, black, and white stripes. And it looks like the coin toss results are in. Kenmare won, and they deferred, and they will start the football game with that result. So we have the officials for tonight's ball game, and it's a good crew. Randy, you want to introduce our officials?
Wearing the white hat this evening will be Justin Loff. The umpire is Ben Kramer. Our head linesman is Eric Hendrickson. The other lineman is Anthony Kuipers, and the back judge this evening is Steve Dangle. So a good 5-man crew here to officiate our very important second game of the season for both teams.
And one thing we would just want to mention here at the top, while we have a chance, the time will not be seen on the screen tonight, so we will do our best to keep you up to date on that, just like a radio broadcast. We'll try and let you know how much time and what quarter we're in as often as possible. We do have the scoreboard up there that'll be working for you. That is brought to you by NCC, one of our great sponsors. So
we're just a few seconds away from honoring the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. And when that happens, we'll turn it over to Al Sherbinsky, our PA announcer.
With about 5 minutes before kickoff, let me announce to you a very important announcement. Next week's game.
So that said, our other stream that's going on this evening, just a few miles to the west of us over in Powers Lake, it's the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws hosting the Turtle Mountain Braves, I believe, from the Belcourt area. And, of course, the Outlaws fell to Northern Cass a week ago down in Fargo area by a score of 24-12. So they're looking to get their ship back righted up again against the Turtle Mountain football team here tonight.
Yeah, that should be a good matchup there in Class A. Of course, next week we're already looking ahead to our first AA broadcast as Wahpeton travels to Watford City. An outstanding lineup of matchups that we've got for you all season long on Game Day Media. And speaking of that, next week you are going to be over in Velva.
Stanley, yeah,
Okay.
against Velva.
Yes.
Yeah, Stanley versus Velva in a 11A football game over there at Blue Jay Nation. I'll be over there along with our Noah Fredrickson. David Peterson and Titus will be down in Watford City for the first Watford City Wolves broadcast at Fred Fridley Field in Watford City, and we're looking forward to that game as well.
Yeah, lots of great games. It's only August. We've already gotten our start with a fun game last week, and also David and Noah had a good game up there in Crosby, and so we are excited to bring you all the games that we'll be having for you on Game Day Media here this season. Let's take a look while we have a second at the latest 9-man polls from across the state. There was a change at number 1 as New Rockford Cheyenne took 10 first-place votes and moved into that number 1 spot. Lemoore Litchfield Marion won their game but dropped 1 spot in the poll back to number 2. Then it's North Border staying put at number 3. Linton HMB at number 4. Mohall Lansford Sherwood stayed at number 5, and they got tied up by Grant County Flasher, who moved from receiving votes into a tie for that 5th spot. And one other team received votes. That was Hankinson, and all 7 of those teams won their Week 1 matchup. And in 11-man Class A football, there they are, the reigning state champions. We'll see them next week on Game Day Media. That's Velva, Drake Adamus Garrison. Number 2, Langdon Area Munich. Number 3, Ellendale Edgeley Cullum. Number 4, Dickinson Trinity. Those 2 teams switched a spot despite both of them winning. Ellendale Edgeley Cullum went up to number 3. Trinity dropped to number 4. And at number 5 is Bishop Ryan, our Redeemers. Other teams receiving votes: Shiloh Christian, Thompson, Harvey Wells County, and a couple other teams there. It was Park River Area and Valley City. So we are just moments away from our national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups down on the field as we continue on with your Hagen Equipment pregame show. Sun is shining. It's a beautiful night for football here, Andy.
Yeah, this is one of the nicer fields that we've seen, especially in a smaller school. They've put a lot of effort into this field and getting it ready to go. I was up here testing things out on Wednesday, and they had their crew chalking and lining the fields and mowing the fields and getting everything ready for tonight's opening home game here for Honker Nation.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a lot of rain up here this summer. If it's anything like down in our country in the Watford City area, we received way over average, so I'm guessing Kenmare, they usually get more rain than we do anyway. I'm sure they had a good rain this summer too. It was fun driving up here and taking a look at all the crops. It's a great time of the year to explore the state.
Yeah. We're just a few seconds away from our national anthem, and when that happens, we'll turn it over to our PA announcer, Al Sherbinski of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, longtime PA announcer. In fact, he's got a gymnasium floor named after him up here in Kenmare. So he's been doing this a long time, and we're going to give him our mic as well. That way he can do everything, and we'll just stay quiet. Of course, the flag is at half-mast today in honor of a memorial of the 2 young kids that were shot down in Minneapolis, a tragedy down there. And, man, this country's got to get something going here, doing it right.
And if you notice on the back of the Honkers jerseys, there's RMA, and according to a player that was with up here pregame, it stands for Right Mental Attitude.
Yep.
And that's applicable no matter you're a football player or an announcer or anybody. That's exactly a good thing to keep at the top of your mind, right mental attitude.
We're just going to shut things down here while we turn it over to Al Sherbinski, and when he gets ready to go, we will follow his lead. Glad you've joined us here on Game Day Media. My name's Randy Peterson, along with our play-by-play announcer, Titus Stenberg, here in Kenmare, North Dakota, for a Region 3 9-man football matchup between the Alexander Comets and the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Varsity Football. Tonight's game featuring our guests, the Alexander Comets, And the home team on the score clock, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. At this time, I would ask you to please stand, remove your headgear, and stand for the playing of the national anthem. The flag is up on the score clock end of the playing field. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. And now introducing starting lineups. First of all, the starting defense for the Alexander Comets. Number 4, Colin Spell. Number 5, Julian Gant. Number 6, Jaden Champion. Number 8, Jacob Novak. Number 11, Elton Gillespie. Number 13, Charlie Klein. Number 25, Caden Culbertson. Number 44, Corey Getzlaff. Number 55, Colt Champion. Head coach of the Comets, Trey Jacobson, assisted by Brody Nushma, Jason Fowler, Chad Simonson, Jerry Hatter, Tylen Fixon, and Brady Hanna. The Honkers do not introduce individuals, but I now have the privilege of introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Officials this evening: Justin Loff, Ben Kramer, Eric Hendrickson, Steve Dangle, and Anthony Kuiper.
That's your starting lineups here on GameDay Media. Thank you. For both teams, the Alexander Comets and the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, as announced by Al Sherbinsky, the PA announcer, longtime PA announcer up here at Honker Nation. And we're just a few seconds away for our opening kickoff. And
our opening kickoff this season, all season long, are brought to you by Northern States Fishing Tools. They are a locally owned fishing and rental tool company serving the Williston Basin since 1978.
Great organization down there. Invested a lot of community-minded folks down there. Billy, last name is
Carlson.
Billy
Yes,
Carlson.
that's right.
Yeah, they've done a great job and being one of the first sponsors that have come on in GameDay Media for our Watford City division, and we're excited to have them on board. They are our sponsor of our opening kickoff and every quarter after that. So turn it over to our play-by-play voice, Titus Stenberg.
So it will be Kenmare Bowbells kicking off. Jacob Zorn will kick it deep. Nope, it's going to be a short kickoff. It bounces off of Novak. It's loose, and Kenmare Bowbells recovers. It is Lincoln Spear falling on it, and Kenmare Bowbells takes advantage of an early miscue, and they will have the first possession of the ball game.
Wow, that is not what you want to do with the start out a game here in this important matchup in Region 3 9-man football, and it gives a chance for the Honkers to see if they can make something of it as the ball is spotted at the Honker 45-yard line.
11:58 to go in the first quarter. First play from scrimmage will be Kenmare Bowbells on offense as they have 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Zorn takes the snap, he will keep it himself. Not much running room. And look at who made the stop there. It was Colt Champion, our player spotlight.
Leading the way, Colt Champion, the 6-foot frame, playing nose guard, 6'6", I should say. And he's not hard to miss on the Alexander Comets side of the football field.
Bring up a 2nd and 8 as the clock runs. 11:33 to go in quarter number 1 on your NCC scoreboard. 2 receivers to each side for this 2nd down and 8 play. 3 down linemen. Well, I wouldn't call them down linemen. There's 3 men on the line for Alexander. As Zorn throws a quick pass to the near side, and he's not going to get any yardage. Trey Edwards made the catch, but he is hit immediately by Getzloff. No gain, brings up 3rd and 8.
He's actually lucky he didn't get dropped for a loss because he was going backwards, and then he said he better get it back to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
So big play here. Kenmare Bowbells got a big shot of momentum recovering that opening kickoff that Alexander couldn't gather in cleanly. And now 2 good stops by Alexander's defense has made it 3rd and long from the Honker 47-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to each side. Zorn takes the snap. Rolls to the near side, pats the football, throws it. It's caught, but it's going to be short of a first down. Trey Edwards makes his 2nd catch of the game as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay.
Yeah, we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, and he come up short, brings up a 4th down and 5 situation, yeah.
So the 3rd down play was important. This play is even more important now, and it's 4th and 5. They're going to leave their offense on the field, and we'll see if Alexander's defense can hold and force a turnover on downs, or if Kenmare Bowbells can keep this drive alive. And it looks like Kenmare Bowbells wants to talk things over. So we will take the timeout with them. Timeouts this year brought to you by LPL Financial with Shiloh Chavez. We're back after this quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
As we come back out of the timeout, gives us a chance to and then we're not going to have time to do it. We'll just pay attention to what's on the field right now, but it'll bring up 4th down and 5, Titus.
And it's a long 5. It's not quite up to midfield, so it's 5.5 yards here that Kenmare Bowbells is going to need to pick up a first down. And Zorn
quarterback keeper.
Snap. He gets by 1 man, and he will pick up the first down on the near sideline. Good run by Zorn. Culbertson had a pretty good angle at him, but not good enough to prevent him from picking up the first down. And so far, the best plays for Kenmare Bowbells has been Zach Zorn running the football.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Goes around the right side, picks up just enough for the first down for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers.
13-yard run there. As Randy mentioned, first down of the game. This will be the 5th play of this opening drive. 10 minutes, 21 seconds to go in quarter number 1. No score yet between Alexander and Kenmare Bowbells. Quick pass to the left side this time. That's caught in space, and he breaks the tackle or just outruns Getzloff.
It's Preclaw with the reception. Trevor Preclaw, the senior, getting close to first down. He ends up about a yard short with a 9-yard pass reception from the quarterback, Zach Zorn.
Good catch and run. Zorn now 3 for 3 passing the football. And he has thrown for 12 of Kenmare Bowbells' 27 yards on this opening drive. 2nd down and a short 2. with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Zorn takes the snap, handoff to Krekla, right up the middle. Gant and Champion meet him, and we'll see.
There's going to be enough yards.
I think he got it with the forward progress. Gain of 3.
That'll be no indication yet, but
they're stopping the clock, so yeah, he got it.
His first down. Another first down for the Honkers as they continue this drive. As you recall, they got the ball on the opening possession after the botched kickoff recovery there by the Comets, and so the Honkers getting close inside Comet territory.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Zorn going to keep it, and he's going to lose yardage this time. Charlie Klein, first man to hit him. Jaden Champion also in the backfield. They combined for a TFL. That's a loss of 3, brings up 2nd and 13.
Tackle for loss. That was a great heads-up play there by number 13. Last week we kind of mentioned him a lot. Charlie Klein,
freshman.
Only a freshman. Yeah. And so they got Klein, a freshman. They got number 55, which is Colt Champion, a junior. And they got Colt's brother Jaden playing on his right side at the right end. Colt Champion.
Yeah, if you like defensive football, Charlie Klein, keep an eye on him. We're going to have to do a spotlight on him one of these games for Alexander. There is Krekla. He's creating some space himself. Big gainer up the middle.
Close to first down territory.
Finally tackled by Julian Gant, but not before a big run that picks up 12 and that'll bring up 3rd and 1.
So Zorn comes in from the near sideline here with the play from head coach Mike Fraunfelter, and he goes into the huddle and says, "We need 1, boys. Let's keep this drive going."
This will be the 9th play of the drive. Honkers already with 2 first downs on this opening possession. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kenmare Bowbells with a football and knocking on the door of the red zone. Zach Zorn takes the snap from the shotgun. He pitches it near side to Krekla. Breaks 1 tackle. He's got a first down. Gillespie able to slow him down. And 5 more Comets bring him down at the 15-yard line. Gain of 6.
Take a look at that instant replay, that RTC Network's instant replay. They pitched the ball back, and a good decision there as the running back carries about 4 or 5 Comets with him for enough for a first down. Inside the red zone.
Yeah, inside the 15, down to the 14 it looks like. And Kenmare Bowbells hasn't had a huge play yet, but they have had positive yards on nearly all 10 of their plays. And now they're looking to the end zone. Ball's tipped. It's going to fall incomplete. I believe that was Colt Champion that got his hands on that one. Let's check.
We'll take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, see if the 6'7" Colt Champion was able to knock that ball down.
First incomplete pass of the game from Zach Zorn. $7:14 to go in the first quarter. No score yet. Kenmare Bowbells and Alexander. Here goes Zorn looking to the near side. Pass is caught by Trey Edwards, his 3rd catch of the game. And we'll see where they spot that one. Right at the 10-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. No score yet. This first drive continuing for Kenmare Bowbells. They've thrown it 5 times, now make it 6. Pass is caught near the sideline by Trey Edwards, and a late flag is thrown that stops the clock with 6:29 to go in the first quarter. And our first penalty of the game will stop the action.
Stops the clock with 6:29 on the clock over there here in the first quarter.
Personal foul against Kenmare Bowbells.
That'll be a big one.
So that backs them up all the way to the 22-yard line. And it is now 4th down. So it's 4th down. They need the 4-yard line to keep this drive going. Zorn from the shotgun. Takes the snap, has some time, rolls to his right. Champion gets close to him, flushes him left. Now back to his right. He's going to be hit and sacked. Charlie Klein, the freshman, gets the sack for Alexander, and that will end the first drive of the game. Turnover on downs, gives it back to Alexander.
Zorn running for his life as finally Charlie Klein able to wrap him up, and big TFL tackle for loss as the ball goes back over, and the Comets have held the Honkers on their first possession.
Impressive drive from Kenmare Bowbells, but they end up turning it over on downs as Alexander gets the ball first at their own 38-yard line. 6:06 to play in this first quarter. It'll be Novak taking it over the left side for a good carry on first down.
We look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Jacob Novak, kind of the leader of the offense here for the Comets on a quarterback keeper, decides to go around the left side after the hole closed up on the right side. He gains about 6 yards on that last carry.
Delaney Feldman with the tackle. He was one of the leaders for Kenmare Bowbells last week. Feldman led the Honkers with 7 tackles, including 3 TFLs and 1 sack up in West Hope. Second down with the ball at the 43-yard line. Novak hands it off to Simonson. Big hole up the middle of first down, and he's into Kenmare Bowbells territory.
That's a touchdown
to the 45.
Tackle.
Yep, it was. Good stop by Connor Moline.
Yeah. That's a first down, though, for the Comets, and pick up good yardage there by Rope Simonson. As we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, it goes all the way down, just inside of the 46-yard line. Here's Novak again. Big hit.
Novak right up the middle. Gets down inside the 40, tackled by Krekla at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 6. Alexander with 1 first down already.
Gant comes in from the far sideline. They relay the play onto Jacob Novak. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Comets under center.
And some movement. It looks like Alexander jumped first this time, so it'll be the first penalty against Alexander. Moves the ball back to the 39-yard line. Both teams now have committed 1 penalty in this first quarter.
44-yard line, Titus.
4:30 to go in quarter number 1. No score yet. I formation behind Jacob Novak. Takes the snap, hand off to the fullback, Getzlaff.
Wow.
And that didn't take him long. He got all the penalty yardage back and then some.
Yeah, that's going to be close to a first down. Depending on where they spot the ball, it's at least a 10-yard carry, just short, maybe 9.5 yards.
Yeah, I think we'll give him 8 on that one, setting up a 3rd down and less than a yard. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line.
Comets hustle up. Here's Novak with the quarterback keeper. Goes
and
right
he's
up the
got it. No trouble there. Stays on his feet. Still isn't brought down. Finally, Krekla brings him down.
Result of play, first down.
Let's take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. And Novak wasted no time on that one, and then he kept the pile moving.
He didn't want to go down. That was a tackle to save a touchdown there.
Second first down of the drive. This will be the 6th play of the drive for Alexander's offense. It's another give to Getzlaff, who did a nice spin move to get past the first tackler, but he did not get by the second tackler. That was Delaney Feldman, who hit Getzlaff hard.
If you haven't noticed already, our premium sponsors here on Game Day Media are NCC out of Ray, North Dakota. Just picked up a big exchange over there by the acquisition of Niemont over in the Williston area. Also, RTC Networks, another premium sponsor here on Game Day Media based out of Parshall, North Dakota.
Culbertson lines up behind Novak in the pistol formation. Everybody in tight as Novak is going to keep it over to the right side, looking for a hole. Now he turns the gas on, stays on his feet, bounces it to the outside. He's got a first down, driven out of bounds by Kylan Setliff.
And he did all that for about
Result the play for first down. Comets.
first down. He needed 3, and he ran about 15 yards to get 3.
So Novak now with 4 carries for 35 yards. Everything Alexander has done on this drive has been on the ground. 7 rushing plays for 58 yards as a team. 2:24 to go in the first quarter. No score yet, but Alexander is in the red zone. Novak readies himself for the snap. Takes it from Strami. The give is over to the right side. Julian Gant, and he's going to lose a couple.
Clock is running, 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. No score on the scoreboard on your NCC scoreboard.
Cole Herman with the tackle there. Loss of 2.
Again, welcome into Game Day Media. You can subscribe to our channel at no cost. Enable all those notifications. And we'd love to have you on board as one of our subscribers. You can also find us on our Facebook page where we post players of the game, players of the week, other different schedules and so forth and so on our Facebook page, Game Day Media.
Colin Spell wide to the left. Novak getting everybody set at the backfield. He fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's got nowhere to go. The ball comes out, and Kenmare Bowbells recovers. First turnover of the game, and it's a big one, forced by Kenmare Bowbells. Delaney Feldman with the fumble recovery.
I wonder if the coaching staff at Alexander, I wonder if his lineups, his momentum was stopped. But Novak coming up a little bit gimpy, and I think they're going to ask maybe Novak if he's okay to play. The referee is coming over to visit with him.
Now we heard incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. His momentum stopped. He's going to have to come out of the game. So a new quarterback will come in as they wind up the clock again with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter as the Alexander Comets will keep possession of the football.
So no turnover. This is the 9th play of the game, and that sets up 3rd down. 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Ethan Gillespie in at quarterback for Alexander. He sends Spell in motion left to right. Gillespie takes the snap. Rolls to the right, puts it into the end zone and out of the end zone over the head of Colin Spell, and that will bring up 4th and goal for the Comets.
Stops the clock with 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Again, we do not have the time on our scoreboard application here tonight, but we will relay the time as we can remember to do it. 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter brings up 4th down.
Interesting first quarter here. Both offenses have done some good work, but Kenmare Bowbells' drive ended on downs, and now Alexander's drive is in danger of doing the same thing unless they can score a touchdown here. Novak back in at quarterback. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's Culbertson, and goes in motion. Novak throws it over the middle, incomplete, as Jaden Champion got turned around on that one. Yep. Pass sails over his head, and Kenmare Bowbells gets the stop with the turnover on downs.
Good defensive stop by this time the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, as the Comets held the Honkers out of the end zone. Now it's the Comets that did the Honkers did the same thing. So it'll be 1st down and 10 as the ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. 34.7 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
Zach Zorn back in at quarterback. Trey Edwards late in getting out of the field, but he does from the near sideline. We'll see if Alexander recognizes it. Culbertson does. It's over there to defend. Trevor Krecklaw with the carry. Tries the right side. Not a lot of running room over there. Picks up maybe a yard, and that will likely be the final play of this first quarter unless Kenmare Bowbells wants to hurry it up.
Look at that RTC Network's instant replay as Krekloff going around the right side there, finds a hole, keeps the legs turning, And it does, well, they're going to try to run another place. At least they're coming up to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they can get it away.
8 seconds. Down to 4. Zorn will take the snap. He's going to roll to his left. A flag is thrown. Getzlaff almost had a tackle. Spell able to finish him off, but we're going to have a flag to talk about before the end of this first quarter.
Let's see what the flag is, and that time is also off the clock, so we'll determine what this penalty is. And
looks like it's going to be against Kenmare Bowbells. They're visiting with the Alexander sideline if they want to accept it or not.
Holding against the Honkers is the call.
And they will accept it.
So that said, we're going to send it back to our studio, and when we come back for the start of the second quarter, it'll be the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, 2nd down and 10. Back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare has it all. The Cenex C-Store Plus.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving.
Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare has it all. The Cenex C-Store Plus Automotive Service and quality Napa parts. They deliver bulk fuel and propane. Now is the time to contract your rate and save on fall and winter propane. Find complete agronomy services with chemical, seed, and dry fertilizer, along with custom application services available from their fleet. And our Green Ag location in Mohall handles Forgo implements. That's Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back to Kenmare. Titus Stenberg alongside Randy Peterson as we have the
picked off
start of the second quarter. It's an interception. Gant
pick 6
all the way into the end zone. Julian Gant with a pick 6. Wow. What an electric start to this second quarter for Alexander after the Kenmare Bowbells penalty ended the first quarter.
Look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Gant able to keep his feet, put 6 points on the board defensively for the Alexander Comets.
11:49 to go in the second quarter, and after some good offensive football from both teams, it's the defense that gets Alexander on the NCC scoreboard with the Julian Gant pick 6.
We'll go for 2. Novak puts his head down, no indication yet.
There's a flag down.
We do have a
and they're going to say the 2-point conversion is good.
Was by Jacob Novak.
It looks like a face mask was called. We'll see if it's going against the offense or the defense.
Officials, Justin Loff, our white hat here tonight, conferring with the umpire and his crew. The extra point is good.
So Jacob Novak runs in the 2-point conversion. The penalty was a face mask against Kenmare Bowbells. So that makes it Alexander 8, Kenmare Bowbells nothing with 11:49 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff after this quick timeout.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
Welcome back to Kenmare, 8-0 Alexander, as we have gotten the second quarter underway. take a look at one of our live read sponsors. It's WCAG Church. Check out the service times there on your screen. Also, there is a Hispanic service that takes place at WCAG in Watford City at 1:15 p.m. So Julian Gant now has had pick sixes in each of the first two games. How's that for a way to start your season?
Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to kick it deep, and it lands in the hands of number 5, Krekla.
A little bit of trouble making the initial catch. He does pick it up, runs into one of his own men.
And there he is again, number 13, Charlie Klein on the tackle, special teams player, doing a great job. Got the game ball from the Alexander Comets a week ago against Berthold.
And you can see why. It's hits like that. And, boy, if you're an Alexander fan, you got to be excited about the future when you look at a young player like Charlie Klein. So they'll take over at their own 31 this time. It turned out to be a pretty good return by Krekla after a little bit of trouble getting it started. And this will be the third offensive possession of the game for the Honkers. They trail at 8-0 with 11:41 to go in the first half. And it looks like we're going to have another timeout. This will be the second one taken by Kenmare Bowbells in this first half. We'll step aside for this LPL financial timeout brought to you by Shiloh Chavez.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Kenmare. We want to thank one of our other live read sponsors for this year. It's the McKenzie County Heritage Park and North Dakota Oil Museum. Come join the old-time fun Saturday, September 20th for Heritage Day at the McKenzie County Heritage Park. You enjoy music from the Blue Stems and old-fashioned games and so much more as we get back into action. A deep throw. It's caught by Jacob Zorn inside Alexander territory down to the 40-yard line. That is a pickup of 29 yards on first down.
You can see that connected there right at the 45-yard line, landed down at the 40-yard line, excuse me. The ball's placed at the 37-yard line. First down and 10 for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers.
Fourth first down of the game for Kenmare Bowbells, their longest play of the game. And, yeah, it's inside the 40, down to the 38, so we'll give him 31 yards on that play. Krekla with the carry, tackled by Champion at about the 36.
Puts his head down, picks up 3. Ball spotted right before the 35-yard line, maybe the 35.5-yard line, but
10:45 to go in the second quarter. NCC scoreboard shows Alexander 8, Kenmare Bowbells nothing. And right now, at least, it looks like this game is going to be a little bit lower scoring than the playoff matchup between these two last year down in Alexander.
Well, look at the bigs on the line of scrimmage for both sides of the field. I mean, they're just big kids. And here's a completion.
Good catch and a nice hard-nosed run.
Hank Hadlin.
By Hank Handelin. That is his first catch of the ball game. And they spot it just beyond the 30.
4-yard gain.
Up a short 3rd down and 3.
Hanlon, only a sophomore, was also the catcher for the Kenmare Bowbells baseball team. So he's got good hands. There's a reason why he's a receiver, and that's one of them, is he's got good hands. As the clock continues to run, 9:51 remaining here in the first half.
One receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left.
Hank Hanlon was the
Zorn in the shotgun with Krekla and his right side. Zorn takes the snap. Champion chases him and gets the sack.
And with one arm, he pulls him down.
And we may have an injured Comet. That's Charlie Klein. You hate to see that.
A little bit slow in getting up. One of the coaches for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers tell him to stay down as the coaching staff for Alexander Comets make their way over. But with one hand, he was pulled down there, and good tackle. But Charlie Klein still on the field. That'll give us a chance to thank one or more of our live read sponsors.
As you guys find that, we're going to talk about Zach Zorn. His first 2 carries total up 15 yards. His last 3 carries have lost 17 yards. So right now he's at 6 carries for -2 yards. Yeah, new sponsor into our Game Day Media Watford City is the Wolf Pack Booster Club. The strength is in the pack. They put on a great show yesterday at Watford Market with the Meet the Wolves program. Their beautiful night at Kent Pelton Nature Park. And it was a fun event. 19 of the 25 Watford City extracurricular programs were there. And that was brought to you by the Booster Club. We're going to step aside here during the injury timeout. We'll be back for more from Kenmare after this.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
So Charlie Klein making his way back to the far sideline. He's looked at for quite a while. Certainly hope the best for that young man. So much fun to watch. As they wind the clock, ball spotted at the Alexander 35-yard line. It is 4th and 6 as Kenmare tries to keep this drive alive with their 5th first down of the game. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Zorn sends one of them in motion from the right to the left, and we've got a flag. That one's going against the Honkers. So, Randy, they're going the wrong way from a 3rd and 3 to a 4th and 6, and now it's a 4th and 11.
Well, so far the name of this game has been defense. I mean, the only score on our NCC scoreboard, 8 points put up by the Comets, that a result of a pick 6 by Julian Gann of the Comets, but they've been playing between the 20 and the 20 offensively, both teams have, and they're going the wrong way on that one with the penalty.
They are 4th and 11. They're going to send 2 men to the right, and Zorn fakes a pass, rolls to his right, creates some more time. Champion chasing him down, and Champion able to hit him. He gets the pass off, but it's an incomplete pass, and that'll be another turnover on downs as the Alexander Comet defense stands strong again.
Zach running for his life. Look at number 55, Cole Champion running him down. He can't get away from him, and finally at the last second gets rid of the football, but that was 4th down. And turnover on downs, good defense there again by the Alexander Comets, stopping the Kenmare Honkers from getting into the end zone. First down and 10, sitting at the Comet 40-yard line for the Comets.
First time in a while we've seen the Alexander offense after the pick 6. Kenmare Bowbells able to pick up a first down and some yardage, but now the Comet offense comes back on the field. They've gained 53 yards. All of them have been on the ground, and Novak will keep it on the ground this time. Nice patient run at a big hole. He's across midfield into Kenmare Bowbells territory, spun down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 17 before Connor Moline can bring him down.
Good play there as we take a look at our RTC Networks instant replays. Hopefully we're able to catch that. Zorn with a loaded steam comes down, gets past the 45 all the way down to the 43-yard line of the Kenmare Honkers side of the football field.
Novak keeping it over to the right side, gets pushed out of bounds just inside the 40. A good tackle by Trevor Krecklaw to send him out of bounds after a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5 for the Comets. Novak now 7 carries, 54 yards. And this was after he gained 189 yards last week in the win over Lewis and Clark.
8:10 left to go here in the first half. Your NCC scoreboard, this is the Alexander Comets 8. The Kenmare Bowbells Honkers looking for their first points of the game. But they're going to have to stop the Comets on this drive.
Novak in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff one direction, goes to Getzlaff over the left side. He turns the corner at the 35 inside the 30, the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Corey Getzlaff.
34-yard touchdown run.
14-0 Alexander after that long run by Mr. Corey Getzlaff. His second touchdown of the season.
He had a load of steam, and nobody was going to take down that young man. That's the first offensive touchdown here this evening. And the Comets have put 14 points up on the board here at Honker Nation. 14-0 on your NCC scoreboard. They'll go for 2.
1 for 1 on 2-point conversion so far. Novak keeps himself untouched. Oh, but we got a flag. So we'll check that with 7:58 to go in the second quarter. We'll see what the flag is all about.
Kind of come in the area of maybe a hold. Yeah, there we go, holding.
Holding against the Comets.
And so that'll set them back. That'll keep the 2 points off the board. That'll huddle up the Comets for another 13-yard attempt at a 2-point conversion.
Their second penalty of the game, and this makes that conversion a lot harder.
Man, what a great view here.
Yeah, it is.
Just beautiful night for football.
Yeah, what little wind we had to start the game seems to have dissipated completely as the Comets look to go for 2. Spell goes in motion from left to right. Novak throws it over the middle. He's got Culbertson, a diving catch. And it's good. Caden Culbertson converts the 2. That makes it Alexander 16, Kenmare Bowbells nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. All he had to do is catch up with the football, and he does with the good hands. 2-point conversion is good. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this timeout. Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more. Located in Alexander. Here we go.
Novak.
I guess that was a penalty on that last play. Gant is
2-point conversion.
Got the
that one counts. So take it away from Caden Culbertson. Give it to Julian Gant. It's still 16-0. It just got there a little bit differently. So there was an illegal formation penalty against the Comets. They kept on making that 2-point conversion more and more difficult for themselves. But when all is said and done, they do still get the 2-point conversion on the catch by Julian Gant off the pass from Jacob Novak. It's 16-0. Alexander with the lead. We've got 7:58 to go in the second quarter in Kenmare.
Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service. As we come back, gives us a chance to thank our live reads, including the McKenzie County Heritage Park, located down in Watford City. Great museum down there, Titus.
Yeah, it sure is. Make sure you stop by there on September 20th for Heritage Day at the McKenzie County Heritage Park and Oil Museum. There is a kickoff caught in stride and a nice return. And yeah, big hit. You can hear the pads popping from up here. Trey Edwards brings it up to the 35-yard line.
Edwards is a big part of this offense here as he's running the ball back deep on special teams to kickoff return. And that time he got Wallop pretty good, but he advances the ball out to the 35-yard line with 7:50 remaining here in the first half. Your NCC scoreboard, it's the Alexander Comets 16, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers 0.
Really important drive right here for Kenmare Bowbells. They've fallen behind now 16-0. They've made some good plays on offense. They just haven't been able to complete a drive. See if they can do that here as we near the end of this second quarter. That one's not going to help. It goes backwards. Zach Zorn hit by Colt Champion along with Jaden Champion for another loss. Loss of 5.
Yeah, that was a good job of gang tackling as Zorn just run out of real estate as the defenders coming up and putting him for a loss of 4.
So Kenmare Bowbells really started the game off well, running the football, but now they are down to 11 carries for 17 yards. Thanks in large part to the TFLs that Alexander's defense has been stacking up as of late. Zorn hands it off to Krekla. Won't be a TFL, but it's only going to be a gain of a yard as once again Jaden Champion in on the stop for Alexander.
Yeah, one of our big players up front there wears number 6, and we're under 7 minutes to play here in the first half of play. And right now, the Alexander Comets doing a great job defensively as well as offensively here in the first half.
3rd and 14 for Kenmare Bowbells. You know, we saw this in Alexander's first game against Lewis and Clark. The first quarter was a little bit slow in starting for them. Once that second quarter started, it was all Comets, and it seems like this one, at least to this point, has been following that same script.
Shotgun formation for Zorn.
Takes the snap. Has some time, throws it over the right side, incomplete. There was some contact, and a flag is thrown. I think that's the right call. I don't think it was an intentional pass interference call. They just got bumped into each other there, and it looks like this drive will continue for at least another play for Kenmare Bowbells.
As our referee, Justin Loff, figures out where the ball should be spotted.
Pass interference against the Comets.
Pass interference is called against the Comets, and that'll be a first down.
It will be. 3rd penalty, well, actually the 4th penalty, as 2 of them took place before that 2-point conversion could be converted. And this one's a big one. 15-yarder results in a first down for Kenmare Bowbells, their 5th first down of the game. I think that was the correct call there, as that contact did prevent the pass from having a chance at being completed. 1st and 10, Kenmare Bowbells.
Zorn
has some time, throws to the near side.
Good play.
Incomplete. Collins Spell read that one. It was a nice throw, but a better defensive play as Hank Handelin was the intended receiver. Collins Spell got in there to knock it away with the pass deflection.
Take a look at that instant replay just in the nick of time. That was number 2.
Yep, Colin Spell.
Colin Spell coming up and knocking that down for an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Zorn now 7 of 10 passing the football for 55 yards. 3 receivers to the right, and yeah, they weren't set. That's going to be a penalty against Kenmare Bowbells. There's a little bit of discombobulation as to who was lined up where.
Yeah, we added a new feature for this game, the flag penalty on our video presentation. We've been using it a lot here so far tonight.
4 penalties against both teams. 4 for 35 yards against Kenmare Bowbells, and got the exact same 4 penalties for 35 yards against Alexander, with 6:02 to play in the second quarter. NCC scoreboard shows Alexander 16, Kenmare Bowbells nothing in this Class B 9-man Region 3 matchup. Zorn takes the snap. Rolls to his right. Jump pass incomplete. A flag is thrown as Randy finds the flag button once again.
There we go.
And we'll take a look at what happened on this second down play. Looks like it's going to be a holding, probably against Kenmare Bowbells.
And they're wondering if they're going to decline it. Let's see what the officials decide to do. Trey's going to decline the penalty.
Holding against the Honkers penalty is declined.
Incomplete pass stands. That's 3 consecutive incompletions thrown by Zorn after he completed 7 of his first 8 attempts. And that'll make it 3rd and 15 with the ball at the 41-yard line of Kenmare Bowbells. 5:45 and counting left to go in the second quarter. Stick around for your halftime show. That'll be brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company with your agent in McKenzie County and Watford City, Eric Mogan. Here's a quick pass to the near side, caught by Krekla, but he is not going to have any running room. And the Kenmare Bowbells fans wanted a late hit. It does not look like a flag will be thrown. That'll bring up 4th down and 14.
Take a look at that big hit. Held him up once. He turned around. Bingo. And he's up around his face mask. And you can see why maybe there's a little bit of disgruntlement.
It's hard to know exactly where his feet were. Yeah. If he had any part of his body that was still in bounds, that's a totally legal hit just finishing the play off. If he was completely out of bounds, I could see where Kenmare Bowbells may have wanted a penalty.
First punt of the game coming up here.
We'll
see. 4th down at 15 with 5:26 remaining.
A lot of yardage to go, but where they're positioned in the field, Alexander has to be prepared for a fake. But it will be a punt. It's blocked. And Alexander's going to pick it up at the 28-yard line. Colin Spell, no one in front of him. 15-10-5, touchdown Comets. Colin Spell. A late flag is thrown. I believe the touchdown is good. But let's check what this penalty is about before they put the points up on the board.
Scoop and carry all the way into the end zone for Colin Spell, but there is a penalty flag that is on the field, and let's see what that penalty is going to be.
Laying back at the 7-yard line. I didn't see it until, the touchdown is going to count.
The touchdown Comets.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Alexander.
So second time that the special teams or the defense has scored in this quarter for Alexander. This one is a blocked punt return for touchdown by Colin Spell. A 28-yard scoop and score. Puts Alexander ahead 22-0 for the moment with a 2-point conversion pending, and this will be a long one. They converted a similarly long 2-point conversion earlier in the game. We'll see if they can do it once again.
We're still tending to one of those Kenmare players. I believe that was number 21. Cole Herman, I believe, is who they're tending to, but that's who our spotter says it was, but hopefully he's able to get up as the Comets go for the extra point, 2-point variety.
Novak from the pistol as another flag is thrown.
Illegal procedure, Comets.
Illegal procedure called. Again, that'll send them back 5 more yards for this 2-point conversion. 5:14 to go. NCC scoreboard 22-0. The Comets controlling the first half.
But now they're up to 6 penalties. Coach Jacobson will have some things to talk about at halftime.
Yeah.
Despite the current big lead on the NCC scoreboard, not a perfect half by any means, and certainly some things to talk about there for this Alexander coaching staff. Colin Spell taking a breather over on the Alexander sideline. Looks like he's getting a drink of water after that 28-yard blocked punt returned for touchdown.
So 2 defensive touchdowns here for the Comets so far in this first half as Novak looking to throw the ball deep and
hit as he threw, and this one will be incomplete.
We'll take a timeout. We'll head back to our sports desk with 5:14 to go. NCC scoreboard. It is the Alexander Comets 22, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers 0 as we go back for this quick timeout.
Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare has it all. The Cenex C-Store Plus Automotive Service and quality Napa parts. They deliver bulk fuel and propane. Now is the time to contract your rate and save on fall and winter propane. Find complete agronomy services with chemical, seed, and dry fertilizer, along with custom application services available from their fleet. And our Green Ag location in Mohall handles for Go implements. That's Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare.
Well, as we come back here, gives us a chance to...
Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard right now down in Castleton. Central Cass leading Watford City 7-0 early on in the second quarter down there in southeastern North Dakota. And remind you, we will have Watford City Wolves football for you next week as the Wahpeton Huskies travel west and a little bit north to take on the Watford City Wolves at Fridley Field. 22-0. Alexander with the lead. Still 5:14 left to go in the second quarter. This second quarter has taken a while after both teams had the football once in the first quarter and turned it over on downs. It's been all Comets in this second quarter as Champion tees the football up.
Big.
Sends it deep. It's taken at the 15-yard line by Trey Edwards. Over to the far sideline, across the 35 to the 40. A flag is thrown as he's brought down by the kicker, Jaden Champion, at the 45. Let's check the penalty flag. Good return.
Holding against the Honkers. So probably why he had a pretty good return.
That may have been.
Helps to hold a little bit to see if he can get away with it.
So the flag is at the 39. Looks like they will march it off down to the 29. This drive will start with 5:05 left to play in this second quarter.
First down and 10 from the 29-yard line, Honker side of the football field. 5:05 to go here in the first half. Stay tuned. We'll have our Nodec Mutual halftime report recapping all the individual and team stats.
Two receivers right, one left. Quick pass to the right. It is caught. And a broken tackle by Edwards. He's got a first down along the far sideline. He has tackled by Julian Gant after picking up a first down for Kenmare Bowbells.
Yeah, make sure you tell your friends and family about our broadcast here tonight. We'd appreciate a thumbs up if you would be so kind as to do that on our YouTube channel. We'd like to give the due attention that our players here on the field tonight, as well as our sponsors, deserve by giving us a thumbs up in the broadcast. And tell your friends about Game Day Media.
Sixth first down of the half for Kenmare Bowbells. They're up to 89 yards of offense. 71 of them have been passing yards. Handoff. Very short gain for Lincoln Spear. First carry of the game for Spear.
And Colt Champion just bear hugged him and brought him down. So we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay. He wasn't going to get away from number 55, that's for sure. Guy's got a bright future in front of him if he wants to play.
Yeah, and just a junior.
Yeah.
We've already seen some Alexander Comets go to a college program with Jordan Hernandez over there at Minot State. And I think this program could produce some more college players down the road. 2nd and 8 with the ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Again, a handoff, again to Spear. And again, he's tackled by Colt Champion.
Gillespie back in there again after getting a little bit shaken up there in the first quarter. It's good to see number 13 out there again for the Honkers, or the Comets, excuse me.
Once again, another gain of 2. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Fourth play of the drive. Kenmare Bowbells with 6 first downs so far tonight. We're down to 3:12 left to go in this second quarter. Kenmare Bowbells has 1 timeout remaining as they have turned the lights on in Kenmare. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers to the left. Zach Zorn takes the snap. Passes right. He's got a man. First down. Edwards once again.
Edwards running the ball, receiving the ball, returning the ball, doing a lot of things out here right for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers.
Pickup of 6, and that is his 6th catch of the half for 31 yards. He's averaged just 5.2 yards per reception, but all of them have been important. And right now he picks up the 2nd first down of the drive, 7th of the ball game. Kenmare Bowbells could really use a touchdown before halftime right here.
Clock is stopped. 2:49 to go in the half.
Just one timeout remaining for them. I believe Alexander still has all 3 of their timeouts left in this half. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Zorn takes the snap. 2 men come rushing at him. He gets the pass off to Spear. It's caught, but no gain as Ethan Gillespie makes the hit immediately.
Ethan Gillespie on the stop.
Gillespie with a big stop there. As you recall, came in and did a great, outstanding job in a reserve role playing quarterback when Jacob Novak went out in that first-round playoff game last year. This year he comes back in to play, and only junior Ethan Gillespie doing a great job here on that play.
Give him the tackle. Give Lincoln Spear 1 yard on that reception, making it 2nd and 9 from the Comet 44-yard line. Zach Zorn takes the snap, looks to his left, pumps, throws. It's a wobbly one. It is intercepted. Oh, man, what a highlight. Julian Gant with a one-handed interception. The ball comes loose. Gillespie picks it up at the 45. He's across midfield to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Cut down by quarterback Zach Zorn inside Kenmare Bowbells territory down at around the 28-yard line. 2nd interception of the game for this Comet defense.
Is that ball fumbled forward? Are they allowed to pick that up? I don't know the rules enough, but they do it out on the field, so I'm not smart enough. That's why I'm up here.
That's right. Me neither.
1:44 to go, but another turnover for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers as they give the ball back in pretty good field position here with 1:44 to go in the half for the Alexander Comets.
So they take over at the 28-yard line, and really the entire playbook still open for head coach Trey Jacobson and his Comets as Novak goes out there into the pistol formation. Spell goes in motion. We've got a flag. Looks like it's coming against Alexander.
Illegal procedure. False start, I guess should say. As Justin Loff, our white hat tonight, letting everybody know what's happening. That'll set them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15 on that penalty.
So 2 interceptions from Julian Gant. We've had a blocked punt return for touchdown by Colin Spells. Novak keeps it this time. He's hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss, but a face mask penalty at the very end.
Yeah.
And that one hurts for Kenmare Bowbells.
Zorn comes up off the turf, but they're going to tack on some yards here for the Comets, stopping the clock with 1:32 to go in the half. Personal foul, face mask penalty against Kenmare Bowbells. And so they're going to tack on 15 on that big personal foul penalty.
5th penalty of the game against Kenmare Bowbells. Moves the ball all the way down to the 18-yard line, and that will be the 5th first down of the game for Alexander.
1st down and 10 as the ball sits inside the red zone on the 18-yard line.
1:32 left in the 2nd quarter. Ethan Gillespie in at quarterback. Hands it off to Simonson. Big hole over the left side. And a late flag.
Penalty.
3 of them, actually.
I think it's going to be another face mask from way Gillespie's head, Simonson's head rolled back. But
every official saw that one, it looked like.
Maybe it's going to be against Alexander.
3 flags laying around the 10-yard line.
Oh. They're going to walk it off against Kenmare. Another face mask penalty.
Face mask against the Honkers.
Half the distance to the goal line. So the ball just outside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal as it's sitting at about the 6-yard line.
Gives Simonson 8 yards on that carry. After the penalty, it results in another 1st down, and we've got an LPL financial timeout with Alexander driving in the red zone. We're back after this.
At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue,
our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation, rooted in North Dakota. As we come back, waiting for the play to resume, want to pay attention to Faith Baptist Church over here in Kenmare, North Dakota. Head coach Mike Fraunfelter, also a lead pastor for the Faith Baptist Church, inviting you to Sunday school and worship service at the Faith Baptist Church here in Kenmare, North Dakota.
Alexander football leading it 22-0. Jacob Novak ready to receive the snap. He's going to keep it. Looks to go outside. Race to the pylon. He is in there. Touchdown, Comets. Jacob Novak with a 6-yard touchdown run.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Decided to take it himself, and it was a good choice as he goes around the left side, and he's got a clear path to the end zone for the 6 points, as it's now 28-0.
And they will go for two once again. They're 2 for 3 officially on 2-point conversions. That second one they converted 3 different times.
Yep.
And both that one and the one after that were from long distance. They did not complete the 2-point conversion after that third touchdown. This one will be from the 3-yard line with 1:17 left to go in the second quarter. Novak takes the snap, rolls to the right, throws to the right. It's caught by Spell. Is he inbounds? Yes, he is. Alexander 30. Kenmare Bowbells nothing on the nice catch by Colin Spell at the near sideline.
Colin Spell gets credit for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion, good. Puts the Comets up 30-0 here in the first half with only 1:17 to go. We're going to step aside as we come back after this timeout and a word from some of our great sponsors that help make this all possible here on GameDay Media.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA.
Wow, this one surprises me, Titus. 30 points unanswered by the Honkers. The Alexander Comets in total control of this first half of football with 1:17 remaining here in the first half of play.
All of the scoring has been done in this second quarter as champion. It's a squib kick down the middle of the field. It's just covered up there. Good play by Hank Handeland. And Kenmare Bowbells will have 76 seconds to try and do something before the end of this first half.
Yeah, the Honkers, they need to get some sort of score on the scoreboard before they head to the locker room at halftime. Try to get things figured out here. But with the 30-point lead, that comes into play at the fourth quarter as there'll be a continuous clock now because of that 30-point lead. And so the Honkers have got to play with a little bit of haste here.
Alexander with 2 offensive touchdowns, a defensive touchdown, and a special teams touchdown. And 3 for 4 on 2-point conversions. As there's a handoff to Lincoln Spear.
Number 8, Jacob Novak.
Tackled by Novak after about a 7-yard gain. Clock runs down to 1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Second down and short 4 or long 4, short 5 for the Honkers. Under 50 seconds to play.
Clock continues to run. Kenmare Bowbells not in any particular hurry as they send their offense to the line of scrimmage.
That'll most likely be the last play of the quarter.
Jaden Champion with the tackle on Lincoln Spear as Zach Zorn heads to the sideline. Head coach Mike Fraunfelter having a discussion with him. As we'll see if they run another play or not. Both teams have a timeout, but neither one are taking the timeout. And it does look like this will be the conclusion of this first half, and what a show it was by the Alexander Comets in this second quarter. Thanks for joining us here for our first 2 quarters of action. It's Alexander 30, Kenmare Bowbells nothing. Stick around. We'll have your Nodak Insurance Company halftime show brought to you by Eric Mogan, your agent in Watford City and McKenzie County. We're back with a halftime show after this.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries,
but maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand,
but maybe don't.
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank,
but maybe don't.
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare has it all. The Cenex C-Store Plus Automotive Service and quality Napa parts. They deliver bulk fuel and propane. Now is the time to contract your rate and save on fall and winter propane. Find complete agronomy services with chemical, seed, and dry fertilizer, along with custom application services available from their fleet. And our Green Ag location in Mohall handles Forgo implements. That's Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Welcome into your halftime show brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company with Eric Mogan, your agent in Watford City and McKenzie County. Our mission is to meet the lifetime financial needs of our clients by providing competitive products and outstanding service. Let's take a look at the scoring recap of the first half. No scoring in the first quarter. And then in quarter number 2, Julian Gant got the scoring started with a pick 6 from 20 yards out. Jacob Novak ran in the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0 Comets. And then the Comets went 3 plays, 60 yards in 36 seconds, capped off by a 39-yard touchdown run by Corey Getzlaff. The 2-point pass was completed from Novak to Gant to make it 16-0 with 7:58 left. And then a big play by the special teams of the Comets as Colin Spell got a blocked punt returned for touchdown from 28 yards out. That made it 22-0 Comets with 5:14 left. And then just a few moments ago, after another Julian Gant interception, the Comets got a short field. They took it 3 plays, 28 yards in 27 seconds, scoring on a 6-yard touchdown run by Jacob Novak, his 4th already of this young season. And the 2-point conversion pass from Novak to Spell made it 30-0, with 1:17 left. And that is our score right now. Some team stats look like this for Alexander. They did all of their damage offensively on the ground, 128 yards of offense, all of them rushing yards. They threw 2 pass attempts, didn't complete either one of them, both Novak and Gillespie 0 for 1 for 0 yards. So all of their positive yardage came from the ground. Jacob Novak leading the way with 8 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. Corey Getzlaff, 3 carries, 50 yards and a touchdown. Rope Simonson, 2 carries for 20 yards. Julian Gant had 1 carry for -2 yards. 6 penalties for 55 yards against the Comets. They had 2 interceptions, a pick 6 from Julian Gant, and then outstanding interception by Gant with one hand. He returned it about 30 yards. He fumbled it, but Alexander picked it up and carried it down inside the Honker 30-yard line to set up that short field for that final touchdown drive of the half. And then, as mentioned, they also had that blocked punt return for touchdown by Colin Spell.
Hey, Titus, we got a couple of highlights that we'd like to give to you as we look at our highlights from the first half. You can see Zorn laying it out there, and there's that one-handed interception by Julian Gant, and he's got a head of steam as he keeps on going.
Yeah, it looks like Champion forced the fumble on him there. And then Gillespie picked it up and gained another 30 yards out of it. What a play by the Comet defense.
And we have another one here. I thought we had.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I think that's the same play.
That's the same
that
one.
was a highlight, though.
Yeah, it's worth watching another 2 or 3 times. Look at that extension.
Odell Beckham type.
Yeah, yes, definitely. As we watch the end of that play transpire once again, let's take a look at the Kenmare Bowbells side of things. They did have 107 yards of total offense, 29 rushing yards, 78 passing yards for Kenmare Bowbells. Zach Zorn throwing 11 of 17 of his passing attempts were completed for 78 yards. His favorite target was Trey Edwards, who had 6 catches for 31 yards. Jacob Zorn made 1 catch for 31 yards. That was the biggest play of the half for Kenmare Bowbells. Then it was Trevor Krecklaw with 2 catches for 10 yards. Hank Handeland, 1 reception for 5 yards. Lincoln Spear, 1 catch for 1 yard. On the ground, Trevor Krecklaw had 6 carries for 25 yards. Lincoln Spear, 4 carries for 11 yards. Zach Zorn, after gaining 15 yards on his first 2 carries of the game, went backwards on every carry after that as he was hit in the backfield and dropped for loss 4 consecutive times. He ends the half with 6 rushes for -7 yards. As a team, 16 carries for 29 rushing yards for the Honkers. They also had 6 penalties for 55 yards, and they ended up with 2 giveaways. Both of those were passes that were intercepted. Once again, the score at the break, Alexander 30, Kenmare Bowbells nothing. That'll do it for your Nodak Insurance Company halftime show. We'll be back with the 3rd quarter after this on Game Day Media.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more, located in Alexander, North Dakota.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealers. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment, work ready, field proven.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
Welcome back to Kenmare. Taking a look at some scores from across the state in AA football action. Central Cass leading Watford City 21-0 late in the second quarter. Jamestown leading Wahpeton 13-6. We'll see Watford City and Wahpeton next week at Fridley Field. Minot North leading big at Williston 27-0 late in the second quarter there. And in a matchup between Kindred and Devils Lake, it was the state championship in Class A boys basketball last winter. It's a good matchup on the football field right now. Kindred with a big lead, 35-6 over Devils Lake. Fargo South leading Dickinson 17-14 late in the second quarter there.
End of the first half down in Dickinson, I believe it is. Dickinson Trinity is leading Shiloh Christian at the end of the first half 20-7. As we begin our second half.
Short kickoff. It's a squib kick, and it'll be just covered up at the 30-yard line.
Sponsored by Northern States Fishing Tools, your locally owned fishing and rental tool company serving the Williston Basin since 1978. That is Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City.
So 12 minutes on the clock as this drive will start at the Honker 30-yard line. As they gained 107 yards of offense in that first half, but unable to dent the scoreboard. We'll see what they can do with the first possession of this third quarter. Zorn from the shotgun, hands it off to Spear. Hit at the line of scrimmage by Charlie Klein, tackled forward as Jacob Novak helps to finish him off. A little bit of extracurricular activities going on near the Kenmare sideline, but no flag thrown. It'll be a gain of a couple there for Spear on first down. It's his 5th carry of the game. Now Lincoln Spear up to 13 yards rushing, sets up a 2nd and 8. Alexander has looked good through 1 game and a half so far in this season, defeating Lewis and Clark last week 44-12, leading big 30-0 tonight on 4 touchdowns in the second quarter. Spear with another carry, another short gain. Ethan Gillespie and Jacob Novak along with Caden Culbertson all converging on the stop there after another gain of 2 will set up 3rd and 6. Both teams had 7 first downs in the first half. So a lot of the stats were pretty even, but Alexander really winning big in the big play category. A pick 6, an interception, a long return, a blocked punt return for a touchdown among those big plays. 3rd and 6, Zorn, quick pass, right side caught, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Good effort.
Nice play by
Good
Edwards.
effort there by number 14, Trey Edwards, and putting his head down and just gaining those couple yak yards to get that first down.
First down, Honkers.
Needed 6, and he got 7, and that'll be the 8th first down of the game for Kenmare Bowbells.
You might see that North Dakota score feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. If you haven't already done so, you can subscribe to North Dakota score feed. Download that from your app store and stay tuned to all the games, volleyball, football, girls, boys, basketball, that they put up there. It's a great app. We use it all the time here on Game Day Media. That's the North Dakota Score Feed app.
1st and 10 for the Honkers. Zorn pumps, now throws. He's got a man. It's caught by Edwards at the 35. Steps out near the 30. There is a flag back in the backfield.
It was a good play. Let's see if it gets nullified.
It's a gain of around 30 if it stands, but it looks like this one is coming back.
Holding against the Honkers.
Guys got to keep up with the play up there on the camera.
10-yard penalty against Kenmare Bowbells. Their 7th penalty tonight. And just when it looked like they had their 2nd longest play of the game, it's coming backwards.
That's a backbreaker. Clock continues to run with 9:05 to go.
Ball back to the 31-yard line. 1st and 20 for the Honkers. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Zorn takes the snap. He's going to keep it over the left side. Tries to angle towards the sideline, and he does. To the 35, the 40, 45, pushed out of bounds, and that's a late hit, and that will be a first down.
That was, I believe, Mr. Champion couldn't slow down his momentum, and we got all kinds of coaches going over to that far sideline over there.
Yeah, they're checking on their quarterback and their leader, Zach Zorn. A gain of 17 yards plus the penalty yardage. That looked like will be tacked on at the end of that play. And now another late flag is thrown.
Offensive, that'll be
unsportsmanlike
conduct. Yeah.
And looking at Zorn all the way over there at the Alexander sideline. So we're going to have a stoppage in play here. 8:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Alexander 30, Kenmare Bowbells nothing. And looked like some frustrations may have boiled over there.
Yeah. As all 5 officials are gathering about the 48-yard line to discuss what the ramifications on the late hit as well as the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty are going to be. It may be offsetting. I don't know.
Looked like a late hit from here. Now it's clear on the other side of the field, so can't tell for sure. Couldn't tell from our vantage point just how late of a hit it was, but we'll let the officials sort things out. And unfortunately, it looks like Zorn is still down on that far sideline.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the EMS crew are going to head over that way. And while they settle that all down, let's take a quick break, and we'll help make our sponsor's day by playing a few of our sponsor ads until things get settled down here.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Game Day Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through Game Day Media. Together, we make a winning team. Well, as we bring it back here, we're not ready to play football yet, but we're going to ask our PA announcer what the penalties are. Maybe you heard it, Titus.
We got a personal foul, late hit out of bounds against number 55 of Alexander, and he was ejected from the game for that hit. And then we had an unsportsmanlike conduct against a Kenmare assistant coach against the Kenmare bench. And so the yardage is offset, so it will be 2nd down and 3 when we're ready to go. But unfortunately, the Kenmare ambulance has had to be used here as they've gotten that out near midfield. And so this injury timeout will last a little bit longer than we ever want to see. But the score remains 30-0 Alexander. We're at the 8:28 mark of the third quarter. And we have this lengthy injury timeout still going on here.
We'll send it back to the studio while they get things settled down over there on the far sideline. We'll come back after a word from our sponsors. At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more. Located at Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City, has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected.
to your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Game Day Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through Game Day Media. Together, we make a winning team.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealers. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment, work ready, field proven.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past, while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Hey, and as we come back here, we got an extended delay because we've got an injury timeout where the Kenmare Ambulance Service, the EMS personnel here in Kenmare, are helping to assist an injured player. We believe it is Zach Zorn. Took a wicked hit out of bounds and ended up hitting the
bleacher over there.
And so they're taking their time, doing things right, and making sure that Mr. Zorn is taken care of the proper way. And as an EMT myself, it looks like they have done a great job in making sure that Mr. Zorn is being taken care of.
Yeah,
but that's why the extended delay, we haven't gone off the air. There's 8 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The NCC scoreboard, it is the Alexander Comets 30, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers 0. And, you know, this is the kind of thing that takes a lot of steam out of a football game.
Sure does. You're thankful that the ambulance is at every game, but you absolutely hate when they have to be used. And that is one of the situations that we're seeing unfold here tonight, unfortunately, on what otherwise has been a beautiful night. We've seen some big football plays, but right now everything just hits pause as we all hope and pray the best for young Mr. Zach Zorn. We certainly won't see him for the rest of the day, but hopefully there's a quick recovery in store for him and he's able to continue his football career and his high school life, right, as it continues. The sun has set up here in Kenmare.
Lights are on here at Honker Nation Field. Beautiful football field up here in Kenmare. And, you know, we've got a great view here from Kenmare as well here on Game Day Media. Every time we come to Kenmare, they open up their arms graciously to us and they help us however they can, whatever we need. They're right there, led by Casey Kaiser, the AD here at Kenmare, and also the coaching staff for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. And as the ambulance now departs the field with Mr. Zorn in board, we're going to try to replay. We're going to try to get this thing started back up again as coaches gather around all the players, and we'll get things all settled down. But
it looks like both coaches are going to take a moment and visit with their teams right now before we get ready to play. When play resumes, it will be a 2nd down and 3 from the Kenmare 48-yard line. Well, we have a second. Let's look at Kenmare Bowbells' upcoming schedule. After tonight, they're going to go on the road to Berthold to take on Lewis and Clark, a team that we saw play against Alexander last week. And after that, they'll be back at home against TGU. Following that, it'll be another road game at Dunseith. And then they've still got Mohawk, Lansford, Sherwood, Divide County, Ned Rose, and Surrey on the schedule. And now things at the quarterback position might be a huge concern for Kenmare Bowbells. It looks like.
I don't know who the backup quarterback is for Kenmare, but they're going to have to throw somebody in there. Might be his twin brother.
Might be.
You know.
Yep, we'll see. Looks like head coach and pastor Mike Fraunfelter leading his team in prayer right now. That's a great thing to do.
Yep.
With the circumstances that he finds himself in right now, trying to guide this team with a big hole on the scoreboard, and now also an injured teammate that is no doubt going to be a concern for the rest of the way for these Honkers.
So looking at the chain gang there, it is 2nd down and about 2 according to where the sticks are at, as the ball is sitting at the 48-yard line. And pastor head coach Mike Fraunfelter has done visiting with his players, and they're all putting their helmets back on again, looking like they're wanting to get ready to play football again here. 8:28 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, we still got a lot of time left here, and it's just a tough situation for a team, really both teams with a break like this, but especially Kenmare Bowbells to try and regroup when you find yourself in a situation like this.
Yeah, we'll do a live read here as we take a look at the Watford City Assembly of God Church down in Watford City. Titus is a member down there, and why don't you give us a little update on?
Yeah, one church, multiple locations. We've got a campus up here in Kenmare, along with a campus in Fairview, Montana, and also Belfield, North Dakota. Also a Spanish service that takes place at 1:15 p.m. in Watford City. 2 services there on Sunday right in Watford City, 9:15 and 11:15. So it looks like we are ready to go. It'll be Kenmare football with a 2nd down and a long 2 upcoming. And what ended up being essentially another halftime, about a 15-minute break. And it will be a handoff. That will be a 1st down with Lincoln Spear picking up the 1st down. And you were right, Randy. It was Jacob Zorn taking the snap from center.
And I'm sure he's going to get a lot of help from his coaching staff on what to play. He probably doesn't play this position, maybe practices a little bit during practice, but you never expect your starting quarterback to go down. But his twin brother taken off the field, and he steps in to fill some shoes there for Zach Zorn.
And we'll see. We obviously don't know the future, but Coach Mike Fraunfelter might have to be thinking about some weeks down the road, and this might be a long-term situation as Spear puts his head down and has another nice run on 1st down, positive yardage. Jacob Novak in on the stop after a gain of 6 more for Lincoln Spear. He's done a nice job carrying the football. As of late, he's up to 8 carries for 27 yards.
And after each play, you're seeing Jacob Zorn come over and talking with head coach Mike Fraunfelter as he relays the play into him. You know, he probably doesn't have one of those things on his wrist, and he, like some quarterbacks do, where they call in a number, and then the quarterback says, well, this number 6 is this play, and he's probably getting some reassurances from head coach Mike Fraunfelter. There's a snap with quarterback keeper and puts his head down.
Yeah, keeps it this time. Was Zach do that on many occasions. This time Jacob Zorn keeps it. He's across the 40 near 1st down yardage, but it'll be 3rd and short.
Clock continues to run here, 6:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 3rd down and 1 for the Honkers.
This is still the first drive of this half. Kenmare Bowbells took over at their own 30 to start this drive. They now have a 3rd and 1 from the 37. It'll be Jacob Zorn keeping it over the right side. 1st down, tackled by Novak inside the 35, down near the 34.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Jacob Zorn with another carry, putting his head down and driving for enough yards for a first down. It'll be first down and 10, but he just followed his blocker, picked up the necessary yardage, and picks up another first down for the Honkers on this drive here. Fired up Kenmare Bowbells Honkers team right now.
Third first down of the drive, 10th first down of the game.
5:45 to go here in the third quarter.
Ball spotted at the 33. Jacob Zorn keeping it over the right side. Hit by Getzlaff. Dropped for a loss. Getzlaff with the big hit.
He's a good, stocky little football player. I like the way he plays football. He's determined. He's got short, choppy steps, but they are quick. Loss of 3. Second down 13 for the Honkers. Ball sits at the 35-yard line.
All running plays since Zach Zorn has come out of the game, replaced by Jacob Zorn. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Looks like we might see a pass play coming up here. Jacob will throw it to the right side. We've got whistles. Edwards makes the catch, but it's not going to count.
Illegal procedure called.
Procedure against the Honkers.
Ball start against Kenmare Bowbells, their 8th penalty of the night. Stop some of the positive momentum that they had been garnering on this drive as they're into Alexander territory, but now backed up to the 40-yard line, getting ready for 2nd and 18.
Under 4.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jacob Zorn takes the snap. He's going to keep it going up the middle. There's Getzlaff again with the tackle at the 39-yard line.
Hard-nosed, I believe he's playing middle linebacker position, and that's the right spot for him. Or maybe he's an inside linebacker, but he is a tough-nosed player.
3rd and 17, we'll call it, from the 39-yard line. Jacob Zorn in backup quarterback duties, certainly hoping the best for his twin brother Zach Zorn, who left the game earlier in this third quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Jacob Zorn takes the snap. He's going to run. We've got a flag down as he's tripped up by Getzlaff near the 35-yard line. And it looks like this will be a hold, and now decision time for Alexander head coach Trey Jacobson. Looks like they're going to decline the penalty.
Holding against the Honkers.
Oh, they will accept it.
Yep.
9th penalty of the game against Kenmare.
How many yards of penalties do they have right now?
That totals up to 80 yards given up on penalties so far tonight. Wind the clock with 2:55 left to go in the third quarter. Alexander leading it 30-0 on your NCC scoreboard. All of the points put up in the second quarter of play. 3rd and long for the Honkers. 3 receivers to the left. Zorn will fire to the right. He's got Edwards, makes the catch. Culbertson drives him out of bounds. But a huge play on 3rd and 28.
Still going to be short by a few yards, maybe about a 25-yard reception there, 24 yards, something like that. 4th down and 4. So we take a look at that. RTC Network's good hands there by the Kenmare receiver, picking up a good chunk of yardage. Now puts them in excellent position on this 4th and 4 play. Ball sitting at the 27-yard line.
Big play there, giving themselves a chance now to convert this 4th down. This is the 14th play of the drive. And we'll see if they can keep this one going and get into the red zone. 3 receivers left once again. Jacob Zorn will keep it. He's going to go up the middle, hit by Champion. I think he got it.
Yeah, I think so too. As they're moving the chains, another first down on a hard run by Jacob Zorn as we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Just putting his head down and willing himself to gain the first down.
A very impressive drive from this Kenmare Bowbells team after the adversity that they've faced. Pickup of 7 there for Jacob Zorn. As we near the 1 minute mark remaining in the third quarter, Alexander up 30-0, but Kenmare Bowbells with their best drive of the game so far. Jacob Zorn back to pass, looks left, passes left, incomplete. And that'll bring up second.
Good pressure put on there by the Alexander Comets and forcing Jacob to probably throw the ball a little bit sooner than he wanted to, but unable to connect up with his receiver on the left flat, as the clock continues to run here in the third quarter.
4 first downs on the drive, 11 first downs so far in the game for Kenmare Bowbells. They now have 181 yards of offense. They're outgaining the Comets 181-128. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Jacob Zorn takes the snap, throws over to the right. It's caught. Touchdown, Kenmare. I believe he's in there. Yes, sir. 22-yard touchdown completion to Caleb Fraunfelter from Jacob Zorn, and the Honkers are on the board.
Take a look at that over the middle. Fraunfelter with the good hands, smells the end zone, and gets himself and the Honkers on the scoreboard.
Had that drive going 16 plays and taking up almost the entire third quarter. We're at 8.2 seconds remaining as the Honkers try to add on the 2-point conversion. Jacob Zorn takes the snap, rolls right, throws right, and it is incomplete. So the NCC scoreboard shows Alexander 30, Kenmare Bowbells 6. We'll be back for the conclusion of the third quarter after this timeout.
Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service. As we come back here, Faith Baptist Church, one of our live read sponsors up here in Kenmare, North Dakota, inviting you to worship service each and every Sunday, worship at 11 o'clock, and Sunday school, I believe, at 9:30, 9:45. Come in and worship with head coach and Pastor Mike Fraunfelter at the Faith Baptist Church in Kenmare, North Dakota.
8.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Jacob Zorn, after leading that drive into the end zone for the Honkers, will now kick it deep. Clock will no longer continue to run now as the Honkers have gotten it back to within 24. And Alexander's offense has not been on the field since late in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Good drive.
Right-headed right foot kick, and it's going to be picked up there.
Culbertson fumbles it.
And it's
on the far sideline. A flag comes in. No signal yet as to who recovered it. We saw Kenmare Bowbells get one of these to start the game.
Yeah.
And now let's see who they award it to. I still have not seen an official point in either direction as of yet.
Yeah. As the officials huddle up over there, great camera view from our camera guys tonight. Colton Lenzen and James Myers bringing you all the pictures here, and our referee Justin Loft coming over to explain.
Recovered by Kenmare.
We're going to have
recovered by the Honkers. Personal foul against the Honkers.
Yeah, there's going to be a personal foul. The onside kick was recovered by the Honkers.
Second time they've done that tonight.
Yeah, go back with a personal foul. So they get the ball back, but if you're a Kenmare Honker coaching staff, you can't be happy with all the penalties that they've come up with here tonight.
No, life of a coach, you can get excited for a little bit, and then you have to be disappointed again.
Yeah.
Right now, they are excited they got the football, disappointed that they lost the 15 yards, but they will run one more play, and we're going to have to wait a lot longer before we see the Alexander Comets back on offense. Second time that Kenmare Bowbells has been able to recover an onside kick. This one, it will This drive will start at their own 32-yard line. Zorn looking for the corner, can't find it, as Ethan Gillespie gets the tackle at the line of scrimmage to end a lengthy third quarter of play. Kenmare Bowbells keeping this one interesting down the stretch as we get ready for the fourth quarter. It's Alexander 30, Kenmare Bowbells 6 on GameDay Media.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
As we bring it back here, a chance for us to start things off here.
Here, Northern States Fishing Tools started the fourth quarter as Kenmare Bowbells looks to keep their positive momentum going, and that'll help with Jacob Zorn over the right side. A late flag thrown after a gain of about 6.
Man, we used that flag button a lot here tonight.
Maybe you shouldn't have brought it out yet. Last week in Alexander, we didn't have many penalties.
Holding against the Honkers indication.
Yeah, tonight we do. Have had a lot of penalties. I've got that in my unofficial stat sheet, up to now 11 penalties against Kenmare. And that's cost them 105 yards of field position. Took 6 seconds off the clock. And they wind it now with 11:48 and counting left to go in this fourth quarter. Second down and 20 coming up for the Honkers.
203 yards of total team offense so far here for the Honkers as we start the fourth quarter.
Jacob Zorn runs into his own man, stays on his feet, and he's going to pick up some positive yardage coming back in between the hash marks across the 30. And now we've got an injured Alexander Comet on the field. Ugh. You hate to see this. 11:23 to go in the fourth quarter. We had a lengthy injury timeout already once today, and now unfortunately looks like we're going to have another injury timeout, this time on the Alexander Comet side. It was a gain of 11 yards for Jacob Zorn on that run. The 7th time that he has rushed the football. He's picked up 23 yards on those carries. And the clock is stopped with 11:23 to go.
We'll send it back to our studio while they tend to the player that's on the field for Alexander. At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected
to your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
GameDay Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through GameDay Media. Together, we make a winning team.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop. GameDay Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through GameDay Media. Together, we make a winning team.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service. Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts. or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more. Located in Alexander, North Dakota. At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealer. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment. Work ready. Field proven.
Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare has it all. The Cenex C-Store Plus Automotive Service and quality Napa parts. And they deliver bulk fuel and propane. Now is the time to contract your rate and save on fall and winter propane. Find complete agronomy services with chemical, seed, and dry fertilizer, along with custom application services available from their fleet. And our Green Ag location in Mohall handles Forgo implements. That's Farmers Union Oil of Kenmare.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop. Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more. Located in Alexander, North Dakota.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
We'll bring it back here. Yeah, and we're back here after another injury delay, and I think they are planning to call this game off as both teams will line up at the 50-yard line. Titus, in all the years, I think 17 years that you've been doing this, and I've been doing it around 20-plus years. I don't think I've ever seen a game end this way and have as many injuries as we've had.
No, it's going to end up being a really tough night for both of these teams. Alexander will get the win, but no fun, really, for either of these teams, as now they're going to have to try and regroup from some pretty terrible injuries to their starting quarterbacks. And Zach Zorn getting hurt early in the third quarter. Now Jacob Novak for Alexander getting hurt early in this fourth quarter. And it ends up being a called game with 11:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. So the final score tonight will be Alexander 30, Kenmare Bowbells 6. And we welcome you in to your post-game show. It's brought to you by Johnson & Sundin Law Office, providing quality legal expertise with common sense and small-town service. And just kind of an empty feeling here after this game is completed.
Yeah.
Teams shaking hands in a very reserved manner. And, boy, head coaches have their work cut out for them and how you talk to your boys and try to regroup for next week and for the rest of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. Both sides of the football field, these two communities, four communities, I guess, that comprise the two teams are going to be in prayer a lot for these two young men that have been carted off in ambulances tonight as the game has been officially called off with 11:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Your final score on your NCC scoreboard, it was the Alexander Comets 30 and the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers 6. And as Titus continues to tally up the final score for our Johnson and Sundin Attorneys at Law post-game show, he'll be ready to announce those here shortly. And so he's ready to go. So Titus, why don't you let us know the statistics here for this evening's game.
Stat-wise, nothing changed for Alexander as they did not hold the football in that second half. 128 yards, all of them on the ground. Both Jacob Novak and Ethan Gillespie went 0 for 1 passing the football. Rushing yards stayed the same. Novak, 8 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. Corey Getzloff, 3 carries, 50 yards and a touchdown. Rope Simonson, 2 carries for 20 yards. And it was Julian Gant, 1 carry for -2 yards. Big plays came on the defensive side of the football for Alexander. Julian Gant with a pick 6. The special teams blocked a punt. Colin Spell picked it up, ran it in for 28 yards and a touchdown. And then Julian Gant had another big interception. And so his highlights were there. If we were going to give out a First International Bank Player of the Game, no doubt it would be Julian Gant, thanks to those defensive plays. But
nobody's going to want to talk to us tonight. And quite frankly, we want to let the teams heal as much as they can. And it was a hard-fought game. It was a lot of penalties tonight. Got chippy at times. Hard hitting. Teams played hard on this beautiful night up here in Kenmare. But when it comes to it's a game, and we wish the best to both the players that carted off in ambulances tonight, Zach Zorn and I believe Jacob Novak, for one for each team there. But our thoughts and prayers are with you guys, and we hope that you are able to continue your career here in this season.
Let's take a look at the Kenmare Bowbells stats. They ended up with 214 yards of total offense, 85 rushing yards, 129 passing yards. Zach Zorn started the game, and he completed 12 of 18 passes for 85 yards. He did have 2 interceptions. Jacob Zorn came on in relief, completed on 2 of his 3 pass attempts for 44 yards and a touchdown. Caleb Fraunfelter caught that touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Trey Edwards was the leading receiver with 8 catches for 60 yards. Jacob Zorn had 1 reception for 31 yards as a receiver himself. Then it was Trevor Krecklaw with 2 catches for 10 yards. Hank Handeland, 1 reception for 5 yards. Lincoln Spear, 1 catch for 1 yard. On the ground, Lincoln Spear led the way there for Kenmare Bowbells with 8 carries for 27 yards. Trevor Krecklaw, 6 carries, 25 yards. Jacob Zorn, 7 rushes for 23 yards. And Zach Zorn with 7 carries for 10 yards. The team 28 carries for 85 yards. Kenmare Bowbells did not have a takeaway. They had 2 turnovers. And as Ramsey mentioned, a lot of penalties, 11 penalties for 105 yards against Kenmare Bowbells. For Alexander, 6 penalties for 55 yards. So Alexander scored 30 points in the second quarter to go up 30-0. Kenmare Bowbells had the only scoring drive in the second half, as it ended up being a 16-play, 70-yard drive that took 11 minutes and 52 seconds off the clock, capped off on a 22-yard touchdown pass from Jacob Zorn to Caleb Fraunfelter. 2-point conversion failed, and that gave us our final score of 30-6. That touchdown was scored with 8 seconds left in the third. And then after our second lengthy injury timeout of the second half, this game was called with 11:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Final score tonight, 30-6, Alexander.
As we take a look at action next week. As we take a look at the action next week here on Game Day Media, we are taking off the first 3 days of next week, and we'll hit the end of the week next week as we travel over to Powers Lake for our first volleyball match of the year between the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers facing off against the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers over at the barn in Powers Lake. And then we have 2 football games in store for you next Friday evening. We'll see the Watford City Wolves for the first time on Game Day Media, as Titus Stenberg and David Peterson will be on the call as the Wolves take on the Wahpeton Huskies. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air about the 6:30 mark. And then I will be over in Stanley along with Noah Fredrickson for the top-ranked 11A football team, the Velva Drake Animus Garrison Aggies, taking on the Stanley Blue Jays from Linney Ingot Field over in Stanley, and that kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air about 6:30 mark. But pay attention to all of our action that's going to be on Game Day Media. We can find our schedules and different things that we post, including our Player of the Game and Player of the Weeks and schedules and so forth and all of that. And, it was a nice night for football. Too bad it had to end up the way it ended up with the players getting hurt, but sometimes that's the game of football, Titus.
Yeah, it is.
Final comments here tonight.
Yeah, physical game, and sometimes injuries happen. And we mentioned it there in the third quarter. We are very thankful that the ambulance is here. You never hope that they have to drive onto the field, but they did, and they had to drive on here twice tonight. So subdued feeling here in Kenmare tonight. We were honored to be here and bring you what we could, but we certainly understand why the game was called. And that'll do it here for this second game of the year. Alexander moves to 2-0. Kenmare Bowbells drops to 0-2.
On behalf of all of our sponsors who help make the broadcast of these games possible, I want to thank our production crew tonight, including Jackson Lee running our board ops tonight, our camera guys, Colton Lenzen and James Myers. I want to thank our play-by-play voice, Titus Stenberg. My name's Randy Peterson. Until next week, good night, everybody. Have a great night. Best wishes to Jacob and Zach.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by RTC Networks, Hagen Equipment Incorporated, First International Bank and Trust, Nodak Insurance Company, Eric Mogan, Johnson and Sundin, attorneys at law, Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial, Farmers Union Oil of Watford City, Patriot Fuels LLC, Mackenzie County Heritage Park and Museum, Cornerstone Bank, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Northern States Fishing Tools, WCAG Church, Doug Rolfson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Wolfpack Booster Club, NCC, Dakota Country 96.1 FM.